My God, Kusha, some of us are trying, with this beauty thing. You need to calm down with this hotness.
Oh my
you
God.
have to like.
I'll have to park
You
the car.
truly have a PhD
Oh my
in
God.
flirting, Aayushi.
Oh my God.
I didn't even
Oh my
realize when.
Did someone swipe for a ride? Because I am back. Hello and welcome to Tinder Swipe Ride with your beauty bestie Swiss Beauty, driven by MG Motor India. मैं हूँ कुशा कपिला और हम एक खास सेलिब्रिटी के साथ करेंगे एक क्यूटी के टिंडर डेट से पहले उसके स्किबिडी ओहायो रिस्को सिग्मा. I have no idea what I've spoken millennials, but YOLO, आज joining me is one of my favorite actors and favorite people on this Bhumi Pednekar.
Hi, Kusha.
Thank you for coming to my MG Hector.
I see what you're doing there, Kusha.
Well, thank you for having me, and I feel like we had so many drives last year together.
We did.
And we've not had those moments again which we recreate, and we're obviously discussing something that both of us love discussing.
Absolutely.
Dates.
Let's do this.
Yeah, love, romance.
There is never a bad day to discuss dates when it's Bhumi and Kusha. So let's go. आप जानना चाहेंगे इनका सिमिलर नाम?
Absolutely.
So her name is Aayushi Jagad. She's a writer and a CEO of a production company.
हमारी वाली है.
हमारे वाली है, हमारी ही महफिल और माहौल से आई है ये. And her Tinder bio says, looking to meet your pets and earn their favor.
How sweet. She's a pet parent.
Relationship goal बहुत simple है. Short term है, but अगर कुछ long term मिल गया तो मैम को problem नहीं है. Like,
complicated.
Like, a little bit of all of us.
At least at the moment.
At least at the moment. Let's look at her pictures.
Let's do this.
This is Aayushi looking like a snack.
So cute.
This is Aayushi ready to dholi taro.
So sweet.
This is Aayushi in the pink of health and hair.
Looks like she's a lot of fun.
She is actually a lot of fun, I feel like हम यहाँ पर आज सिर्फ शोर मचने वाला है. Are you excited to meet her, Bhumi?
Let's do this.
She's coming.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. She is here, Aayushi.
Oh, she's fun. Here's all the color.
Correct way to meet Bhumi
Advance के
Pednekar.
सामने थोड़ा.
I love when she went like, उपकार करो थोड़ा फेंको अपनी Bhumi ने.
Oh my God, hello.
We've completely gone through your pictures. Such fun. Dholi Taro gave me real vibes, and you are
ये
such a
बहन मिलाप होने
vibe.
देते हैं. मैं ड्राइव करती हूँ क्योंकि we have a destination to go
Oh my
to.
God, I'm freaking out.
सीट बेल्ट पहन लीजिए मैम. आगे की राइड काफी बम्पी होने वाली
Oh my
है.
God. नहीं घर जाके थोड़ा बोलना पड़ेगा. Bhumi Pednekar touched my shoulder today.
Yes, she have witnessed it.
Aayushi, I'm very excited
I am very
about everything that we're going to talk about today. Because I already feel like we all are very aligned with our energy.
Yeah. मैं बहुत कुछ information आपसे निकलवाने वाली हूँ आज. यही तो मुझे पसंद है.
हाँ, मुझे भी आप बड़े पसंद हैं.
पहले वो तो यहाँ पे म्यूचुअल एडमिरेशन के बाहर आ रही है. कैमरा ने केमिस्ट्री पकड़ ली है. आयुषी, सबसे पहले आप बताएं अपनी डेट के बारे में. आप किससे मिलने वाली हैं, कहाँ मिलने वाली हैं, क्या होने वाला है यार?
Today I'm meeting Meera. I matched with her a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And the thing that really stood out to me, because in her bio it said looking for a soulmate or maybe a big bowl of ramen, but she had spelled soul like Seoul, the capital of South Korea.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, does that mean she's a K-pop K-drama fan? Meera, I'd lost my marbles a little bit because I love that side of the world so much. I learned Korean, so I texted her in Korean. And she was the first person I had met to respond to me that way. And we just vibed and we texted and I really kind of fell for that. And the conversations also had life to them.
I think shared interests just slap hard. It's just shared interest, just beautiful. Where are you meeting her?
So I thought, how about a Korean restaurant and then maybe a karaoke night?
पहले खाना फिर गाना.
So is this your plan? Did you make all of it?
Yeah, usko na she likes it when I kind of suggest these things
So
and kind of like
sweet.
plan.
Very
You already
sweet.
know एक दूसरे के likes, dislikes. उसको ये अच्छा लगेगा, उसको पता है मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. Dude, this is a dream.
इनकी कहानी सुन के मुझको blush आ रहा है. But guys, मेरा blush is actually Swiss Beauty का Chic It Up blush. Please, आप note करें और इसको रख लें. But I would also want you guys to have some natural blush in your lives. Our friend Aayushi is having right now.
अब मतलब मैं तो permanently अब ऐसे भूमि जी ऐसे बैठेंगी और ऐसे बात कर लेंगी मुझसे कैश में तो मतलब थोड़ा हो जाएगा शायद.
क्या energy है आयुषी?
बहुत
Why she's
energy.
a ball of energy, yeah.
I love it. You've changed the
love
vibe
it.
of this car and I love that.
Absolutely.
blessed.
Okay, so भूमि मुझे आपसे पूछना था कि आपकी Tinder bio क्या होती?
I'm like a coconut. You need to crack it to figure it out.
my God.
Is that very cringy?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about ways I can crack you. I'm thinking.
I am so flattered.
I get it.
यार पता है मुझे क्या लगता है because people think मैं बहुत ही भारी भरकम, heavy duty,
Yeah.
intense, and I am all of those things, but I'm also more. Right?
I think we can do figure me out and then you can take me out.
That's better.
Aayushi, I have
Yes.
heard that you have a BA in flirting, PhD in flirting. कैसे करती हैं आप? बताइए हमें जरा क्या तरीके हैं आपके, क्या तौर है?
I just like it. मुझे बस flirting पसंद है और I just love talking to people and whenever I talk to people I feel like I can connect with them and if you connect with someone I think you can flirt with them because banter is the flavor of life यार. Flirting एक art form है and banter is like no expectations. Of course you have to be very respectful. Body language cues वगैरह बहुत important होते हैं. Obviously 110,000% you have to like read the room and everything and if somebody is not interested in that energy you have to walk away, consent
Boundaries.
first. 110,000%.
I don't think most people have a problem with the first attempt of flirting. It's the repeated attempts of flirting where boundaries are not respected is where people are like. So
Absolutely.
just know when to maybe pull out,
Reel it in.
So, but how is it different flirting with men and how is it different flirting with women?
I feel like flirting with men is easier.
Yeah.
And
Really?
Because nobody अब इतने बरसों से उनको किसी ने दो मीठी बातें नहीं बोली है.
बोली तो नहीं.
So I feel like अगर आप उनसे दो मीठी बातें करो and genuinely, sincerely, not as like a cover or anything, they feel so flattered. And I feel like
But do you think at times when you don't have an intention and you still do meethi baate, that is taken as flirting? Because I don't
Possible.
think men realize the difference.
Yeah, possible. I think sometimes when you're just being kind or empathetic, ये तुम
इसको तो मुझ में interest.
तो उनकी अपने आप वो शाहरुख खान वाली उंगलियां
It could just be a smile also, so many a times I'm like, and you start questioning yourself. I said, did I give that person any signs or any signals कि इसको लग रहा है ये interested है?
Why is it tougher to flirt with women?
To a certain extent, women know themselves, which is why they know what they want. Do you know what I mean? You have to be sure of what you are approaching. जब आप उनसे बात करते हो या flirt करते हो या हजार चीजें करते हो.
हजार चीजें.
मतलब
Well, we do know what we want.
हजार में से पहली 10 तो बताएं.
हाँ, कुशा आप बाद में मिल लो.
I love the flirting going on in this car. I'm really enjoying it. I've missed it, I must say.
But genuinely, that's one of the joys of being a bisexual person with friends who are maybe straight, perhaps, is because they miss this banter, this energy, this lightness of like being complimented or being heard. Because, my God, Kusha, some of us are trying, with this beauty thing. You need to calm down with this hotness.
Oh,
you have to like.
I I'll have to park the car.
You truly have a PhD
Oh my
in
God.
flirting, Aayushi.
Oh my God.
I didn't even realize when it turned.
I didn't see.
I was like, ooh, she's smooth.
Listen.
Smooth.
Sharam hatao, ladka batao. Bhumi, tell me your flirting game.
You know what? I flirt a lot with my eyes. That's my first move. It's a fact. Okay, aankhon ki gustakhi are full power. So I think, and I can't even hide it because you know when I'm interested in somebody, it's just like very evident.
Bhumi, देख कर.
हाँ, आपको पता चल जाएगा.
अपना fictional character बताओ ना एक Bhumi. I really want to know a fictional character that Bhumi really would go for.
Oh, like my typical man, like
Yeah.
मेरा Mills and Boons का हीरो कैसा होना चाहिए?
Bhumi का हीरो कैसा है?
Plot twist. Bhumi का hero heroine है.
Yeah, no. No. But you know what? Because I've done a film, right, where I did play a character from the LGBTQIA plus community, I went through a year of being curious. And then I really went really deep into many layers.
Yeah.
But nahi hai yaar.
Yeah. You don't realize.
But I personally appreciate beauty in other women a lot. You know, so I feel like when they see it in me, it's
Yeah.
the biggest compliment.
Yeah, plus a woman liking you is a big flex. Yeah,
उससे
come
बड़ा तो
on.
मतलब I feel so happy. But anyways, coming back to my quintessential hero.
Yeah.
Okay, that I would really be into. So for me, growing up, it was very good looking. Honestly, my idea of what a good looking man is has also changed drastically over years, and I think at this point I truly want somebody who's kind, you know, who's good to people around them. He's proud of what I am doing. I think it's so important for your partner to find pride in your achievements.
Who you are, what you do, what you achieve. Yeah, absolutely.
And बाकी चीजें कि you know, should be a traveler, should be a learner, should be open to exploring, should be secure.
Yeah.
That is so important.
Actually, you've pretty much described yourself.
I think I have.
Bhumi,
With her own race.
I mean, you're such a complete person, but I still want to know which fictional man. We need names, we need receipts.
See, मुझे लगता है कल हो ना हो के SR के.
I like.
अल्लाह, मतलब
So giving, पर वो तो होंगे ही नहीं.
नहीं. वो रहे, वो जिनके साथ मेरी कहानी आगे
अमन
बढ़ी.
के साथ बात पक्की करो यार, प्यार दोस्ती है. And I'm sure आपके आसपास बहुत अमन अभी तो मंडरा रहे
बहुत
होंगे.
अमन.
Aayushi, fictional man, woman that you would like to pick since you're bisexual.
I saw Sushmita Sen in Main Hoon Na and lost my marbles. I must have been 12 when that movie came out, but I should have come out with it because my God, this.
So I have a question. Is that where your curiosity kind of kicked in? Was that one of your first realizations?
10 on 10. No, but that's exactly what I mean. Is because I remember watching her and I was so confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, my attention is supposed to be on Shah Rukh. I know, like, you know, it's a system. पता है किसको देखना है, you know what I mean? You've been told. But मुझे पता है शाहरुख जी को देखना है, लेकिन यार
नजरे सुष्मिता पर भी जा रही है.
Ma'am, यार, in those saris with the on that set, on that half moon, remember that like scene where she comes. I'm pretty sure I should have known back then, but I didn't, and it's now hot in this car.
It is hot
is
in
not
this
because
car.
of the weather.
Hello, MG.
Hi, how can I help?
Just turn up the AC. Thank you.
Plus,
You know what? I like this. Cool air, ventilated seats, future flirtations के लिए भी हम तैयार हैं.
plus.
तो अगर आप चाहती हैं कि आपकी डेट के बाद जब मैं आपको ड्रॉप कर दूंगी उसके बाद मैं गाड़ी वहीं ड्रॉप कर दूं आपके पास, तो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, हमें वापस करनी है. Just letting you know.
Understandable.
You know, just don't want your expectations to go haywire. Okay?
Understandable.
We're just dropping you.
समझ गई मैं.
But Aayushi, I really am curious about how you explored your identity, how you came to it. Also, how you came to terms with your sexuality. If you're comfortable answering that question.
You know what? Let me just tell you the story of how I first got asked out and how this whole
let's
thing
do this.
happened.
Okay, let's.
So now there I am, fashion student, college में हूँ. मेरे को लगता है, सब students same होते हैं, हमारे जैसे होते हैं, हम कर रहे हैं ये. And this girl comes to me and she's like, hey, you want to go watch Perks of Being a Wallflower on Friday? And I'm like, हाँ. Because मैं गुजराती, मैं middle class, दिमाग है नहीं. अमेरिका में people like ऐसे दोस्त नहीं देखने जाते usually film. It's usually a date.
अच्छा.
मेरी बत्ती जली नहीं, मैं बोल दी हाँ. I'm like, of course I will come with, of course I want to watch a new film. And then I show up with all my college bags or whatever. And she's all dressed up. And I'm like, oh my God, do you have plans after this? That's so cute. And she has gone, yes, with you. And I was like, oh my God, did you ask me? And then she got scared because she's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I heard you say something about a girlfriend. And I'm like, oh my God, we just say girlfriends. I didn't even think that far. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to give. She's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to give you the wrong idea. We don't have to go. And I'm like, we don't have to go? What do you mean? I was just so taken by someone like having put in that much effort, to ask me out, dress up for me. And I was just like, of course we are going on this date. And that was my first kiss.
Wow. No.
मुझे लगा मुझे actually लगा कि एक बार मैंने उससे डेट करना शुरू कर दिया. I thought अब मैं lesbian. And then it turns out it doesn't work like that either. तो मैं वापस आके जब वापस आई, then I started dating boys for a little bit. I was like, okay. So then I liked both. And then I went out with a non-binary person and I was like, oh, one second. So then your world opens up a little bit and you realize everything is communication, you realize everything is... And the thing is, see, it's hard coming out to family, no matter who you are, no matter what kind of queer you are. And I feel bad, but like my dad also, he's, he doesn't have any malice. He's not the most comfortable with it. Do you know what I mean? Not out and proud, I suppose. But मेरे पापा के लिए ये तो है कि मेरी बेटी का happiness is above everything.
That's so beautiful.
Aayushi. So beautiful.
I know, blessed.
You're truly, truly
Thank
blessed.
you to your dad.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, thank
shout
you
out.
for setting such a great example.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who are watching it, and if they know what you do for your daughter, I think it's going to inspire a lot of other parents to be open and kinder and nicer when to their kid when they come out.
Oh my God.
Because love is love! But Bhumi, you've had your experience interacting with queer people for Badhai Do.
Absolutely.
What was your experience like?
Actually, not just for Badhai Do. I've been very fortunate to have had friends since I was very, very young. That are queer. And actually, my first experience was when I was 14, when my best friend came out to me.
Oh.
And we had seen a very atypical representation in our film, especially because that's where our knowledge came from of what a gay man should be like.
Yeah.
And he wasn't that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I was like, and that's why even in Badhai Do, the way Rajkumar's character has been portrayed is so special, right? Because he's actually he's an MCP in many ways. And I was like, it's not about a certain body language. And that's why doing Badhai Do was so important for me. Because this story is very personal to me, even though my orientation is straight.
Yeah.
Because these are people I love. They are my family members, my friends. अगर मेरी कहानी से किसी को भी थोड़ा solace मिलता है, then it's just a win. And that's why I did it.
That's how important representation is.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, imagine that one interaction that you had at 14 has such an effect on you that, we're talking about it in this car years later. And now imagine having it done on the silver screen, which means for like years and decades to come, people will have known that, you are like endorsing this experience.
Yeah,
and it's so important. Like, oh my God, I have goosebumps.
I mean, that's
but
the
it's
whole...
like, it's genuinely like
That's
that
the
last scene of Badhai Do is with Rim Jim next to her is just like, I know, it's... little bit obsessed, fine. You know what, actually this feels like a good moment to do this. I got... What is this, Kusha? What does it look like?
Oh my God, what is it's a ring.
It's a ring. It takes us from Riz to Rishta.
Her
What's happening?
Can I
So
keep it?
sweet.
You actually
I think it's
must.
meant to.
You must, and not to be a little too extra, but you know, for the most beautiful. No, for the more. See, this is not about grand gestures.
So sweet.
These are about sweet ones. So I would encourage
the
you to open
presses.
it.
I will.
You will.
I'm like a
Enjoy.
little over. Oh, so cute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
This is what Riz is about. That's the point I was trying to make. I don't think Riz is about cool lines. Riz
It's just
has to have sincerity, and it's like
Can I
a
have
willingness. You can
why
have
don't
all
all
of
of
them.
us
Oh my
have
god.
one each?
Oh my god. Yes,
Kusha,
that's
can
why I
you
got
do it
three.
while you are being this
I can do.
amazing?
I can do
अच्छा मैं
anything.
खोल के देती हूँ. ये लो.
Listen, this
Blessed
is so
यार.
sweet.
Blessed है ये दिन. Oh my god, इतना
भाई मीरा का
blessing.
पता नहीं मैं तो पट गई. Okay, I'll have to sort of move ahead
Please.
and not constantly think about the risk that you have just displayed. It's gonna take me a very long time. So, but I have to, since I have to move the show forward,
so sorry.
I must ask you right now, how is it different dating men and women? Like,
Copy.
मेरे को सब बता दो यार. As somebody who is obviously straight and has not had that experience, tell us everything because we're always curious and we always want to ask the questions, but we also want to ask them in a manner that's
Which
not
is
offensive
respectful.
and
Yes,
respectful.
which is
So, yeah.
respectful. Well, on behalf of myself, from the community, very respectful.
Okay,
10 on
thank
10.
you.
I feel like body image things are a bigger deal when you're dating men. Because with women, it doesn't come up.
Really?
Lovely. My
In-
God, so
अरे
liberated.
भगवान क्या कर दिया आपने?
Yeah.
In my why? Oh no, I feel like I'm making you all sad.
I love how she got sadder.
No, because even
She's
sad
sad.
Baseline तो बर्बाद है.
नहीं है गलती से निकलने का
नहीं हम समझ रहे हैं but I am my heart breaking a little. I think it's the first time I felt like भगवान क्यों?
You know what? When you date guys, तब body image पे शायद बातें होती है या उनके taste है, and I feel like that filters into society's view,
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
filters then to other women, which is where even comparison comes into play. I feel like, you know, that quote, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
I little bit I live by that, where I'm like, I try to focus on what is right in front of me and to be able to enjoy that. And I think while dating women, you can. Not a single woman has, you know, brought up, like, I'm a little insecure, I'm getting my teeth done right now, I've had extractions. No one has ever brought that up with women, but men, you know, sometimes will have things to say, etc. etc. So I feel like वो शायद एक difference होता है, लेकिन लड़कों के साथ भी eventually ये body image का थोड़ा, you know, you can get over it eventually when you date them enough.
No, but yeah, and also if that person is evolved enough to love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Bhumi, since आप सारी ही औरतों को डिपिक्ट कर चुकी हैं on screen. There is no issue of ours that you have not paid heed to in your fiction work. And the only reason I'm taking the liberty to ask you this question because we both have had physical transformations for our own reasons and for our own, I would say, on our own accord, and that we are answerable to absolutely nobody.
No one.
But I want to know how love has been like for, as you have gone through different sizes.
I think some of my most deep and longest relationships were when I was a bigger sized girl.
Yeah.
And today, see, and now I'm again, everything that I'm saying is in the spectrum of what the society has taught us.
Yeah.
Okay? Is कि जब आप पतले होते हो, क्योंकि पतलेपन से इतना ज्यादा ऑब्सेशन है ना, तब आपको मैन ऑफ योर ड्रीम्स मिलेगा, आप सक्सेसफुल होगे, सब कुछ होगा, because there's a lot of self-worth attached to your physical appearance, okay, in a traditional way. And when I was on the non-traditional end of the spectrum, I had all the things that I was told कि आपको नहीं मिलेगा. I had all of those things and I had some beautiful relationships, and I think that was because I was an extremely confident girl. I think some of that confidence also came from the fact that because मुझे लगा that I have to be this person to protect myself.
Yeah. It's a very emotional conversation for me also, Bhumi, because I know like desirability is directly proportionate to I feel like your body size, and that's what the society has taught us.
But that's
And
not
that
the
has-
truth.
And it's not true. It's so sad. It is not true.
It's not true at all. You know, I remember this one time, and I keep going back to that moment. I used to cast, okay, with Shanu. तो ऑफिस में एक बहुत ही गुड लुकिंग लड़का आया था बिकॉज यू नो इन कास्टिंग व्हाटएवर
Yeah.
एंड उस दिन मैंने सिर्फ कुर्ता और बहुत सारा काजल लगाया था एंड आई वाज सो कंफर्टेबल इन माय स्किन बैक देन और वो लड़का मेरी तरफ घूरे जा रहा है घूरे जा रहा है घूरे जा रहा है एंड आई वाज लाइक यू नो what's wrong with him and then he literally told me that you know you're just so beautiful
Yeah.
and I was like you know in my head I'm like I know I miss that Bhumi. I want to go back to that Bhumi and I keep reminding myself that that's because, you know, there's so much that you deal with on an everyday basis,
Yeah.
especially when you're in the limelight. You know? But for me, love was more potent than it is today.
Listen, that Bhumi is coming to you anytime. I feel like you are there, and बस नुक्कड़ पे हो आप, बस एकदम वहीं हो. But I must tell you here that I am so glad that this pairing has happened, and I'm so glad we did it with Bhumi, who's done such a wonderful job of representing a queer woman on screen. तो ये pairing मतलब ये लिखी हुई थी.
10 on 10. Because
10 on 10 pairing.
that's what I mean, right? You're surrounded always like with this. It's the womanhood, and it's
Yeah.
this positivity, and it's this joy, and
Since we're speaking of positivity, I think I'm so glad that you have met such wonderful women in your life who have made you feel wonderful about yourself.
यही बात है.
Because you're like, listen, you are like sunshine. You are like sunshine on toast
You are.
with some background music.
That's why, right? Like it becomes easier to accept yourself and love yourself and body
Absolutely.
positivity and all of that. It's because there are women around you who are creating that space for you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, I love that too.
But since I'm sitting with such beautiful women, it's very important that I must ask you. In our very important segment, which is the Beauty Besties segment with Swiss Beauty, I must ask you both, what is that one makeup product you absolutely cannot do without? Like your beauty bestie. What would it be?
I don't think I can go anywhere without my liner. My eyeliner, I feel like, is my very like beauty bestie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if it's in pencil form, like it is today, or whether it's in liquid form, like you could for the cat eye or whatever, I feel like it completes me. ये बात है.
आँखों ही आँखों में, like it. This car is big on eyes. Bhumi, आप बताएं.
I think just a good lipstick, yeah, something because you know what I often do is I use my lipstick as a cream blush as well. मैं अपने lids पे भी लगा लेती हूँ. It's quite a multi-purpose product actually, so I can't really do without my lipstick.
भूमि की मेकअप गेम बहुत ऊंचाई तक जा चुकी है.
Agreed.
भूमि's मेकअप गेम इज माउंट एवरेस्ट लेवल.
Yeah, I love
और
it.
अभी हम बेस कैंप पे घूम रहे हैं.
But you know that also comes from a fact that when I was growing up, I obviously had like body image issues,
Yeah.
right? So just getting ready, giving myself that love at that point, makeup, fashion, is where I felt so liberated, and
Yeah.
I felt like that was my form of self-love.
Yeah.
That was my expression of it still is.
और मेरा मेकअप प्रोडक्ट इसके बगैर मैं नहीं रह
हाँ.
सकती हूँ इज अ कंसीलर. बिकॉज आई फील लाइक कंसीलर बहुत कमाल चीज है.
है तो सही यार.
मतलब कुछ हो ना हो, मेरे को कंसीलर थोड़ा
The concealer से immediate you wake up है.
या यू वेक अप.
आप ब्रेकअप हो, पैचअप हो, नींद ना आई हो, कंसीलर अगर आपके पास है, you're always in a good mood.
Concealer, feeler, everything.
वो इनको लगता है कि हम कंसीलर यूज करते हैं थोड़े डार्क सर्कल्स, थोड़े उन फ्लॉज के लिए, बट एक्चुअली हम क्या क्या कंसील करते हैं. ओके भूमि, आई मस्ट आस्क यू कि एंड गेम क्या है, लव का एंड गेम क्या है आपका? आर यू समबडी हु वांट्स टू गेट मैरिड, वांट्स टू हैव किड्स? क्योंकि आजकल तो बॉलीवुड में शादियों का ट्रेंड भी चला हुआ है.
I mean, definitely marriage, but with the right person, because I don't want to be in an unhappy relationship
Yes.
ever again in my life.
Yeah.
Or cause anybody else unhappiness, or let anybody else cause
Be
me
unhappy
unhappiness.
because of me.
And yeah. और शादी भी ना आराम से, मतलब I'm not in a rush for anything. जब भी होगी 10 साल बाद हो, 20 साल बाद हो, कल हो जाए.
हमारा
बस
लहंगा
सही
तो तैयार है
इंसान के साथ.
Some people, कुछ लोगों की शादी में आपका नाचने की ना एक चाह होती है.
कुछ वो तो होने ही वाला है ना, तुझे भी पता है.
So like too excited. Aayushi, about you now, I want to know what's your end game, because आपका जो मैंने relationship goal था, वो था shorty but longy भी चलेगा. तो shorty और longy की जस्तजू में कहाँ हैं आप?
So I feel like short term is a little more control. It's a little safer for me, or like
Yeah.
that's how I get to keep myself to me and have my
Yeah.
life and my control and my ideas, and still enjoy life with my friends and do what I want to do.
Exactly.
Okay, I know this could be a little bit controversial, but I feel like people are also experiences, right? Like, so I feel like it's a little bit of like a membership to a person for some time.
Oh, okay then.
Just to keep, मतलब,
why
हाँ, आज मैं
not?
उनसे मिलने जा रही हूँ. It's going to be cute, like a vibe, like that.
But do you get lonely?
Yes. I'm not going to lie and say, hey, a short-term thing doesn't make you then lonely. Do you know what I mean? Because this is also, अगर आप किसी को short-term की तरह treat कर रहे हो, तो even they are going to treat
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like
पर
that.
मुझे
you know what
लगता
I
है
mean?
अगर आप किसी लॉन्ग टर्म चीज में भी हो ना, उसमें भी लोनलीनेस हो सकती है.
I feel like कि हम ना whatever arrangement we choose for ourselves, there is a tax to pay.
Okay.
I feel like, see, I like this single life, or like I like this, you know, slightly short-term situationship, ye wali life. If I like that, then the tax I'm paying is sometimes I get lonely.
Sure.
Maybe on fantastic days I want to share it with someone or like whatever. So yes, I do. I don't want to lie about it and say, hey, that doesn't happen. But I feel like on the other side of that, I have married friends, and I hear their conversations, you know, when they have to deal with family stuff, and there are 5,000 other things they have to figure out, and that sounds a little stressful to me. So I'm like, in my head, that's their tax.
सही है.
Thanks, yeah.
आप मेरे relationship taxes भर देंगी, मेरे बहुत pending है actually.
Actually, now I've actually matched with a CA from Jaipur.
Oh,
through a Tinder passport.
what are you saying?
आप उनसे ही बात कर लो, कुछ setting करा लेंगे, है ना?
मैं बात कर लूंगी उनसे, बिल्कुल. I'm glad that there is a new job in town. It's called relationship CA. I love that. आपके flings file कर दिए जाएंगे.
ओए ओए.
बात करते करते we have
I know.
I'm so nervous. I'm actually like now.
We're gonna hold your
nervous.
hand.
You know what? I'm very invested in how this date of yours goes.
I'm happy to DM you, Bhumi
Please
Pednekar.
do.
Oh my God.
Because I truly want to know what happened.
Before you go, Aayushi,
Okay.
I must tell you that this has been amazing. Thank you for coming to our show. Thank you for giving us so many wisdomous things and gems. I'm so glad that we got to do this with you. And I love this pairing, as I've already mentioned. And to honor this, there is something that I'd like to give you. And there is something Bhumi would also like to give you. So we're going to first let Bhumi give this to you.
Shall I start?
Oh my
Bhumi.
God. Blessed.
Why don't
As
you?
all existence.
It's something very, very important.
Yes.
And I think it's going to aid you for with everything in life.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
So
oh my
you can
God.
pay your taxes. And look at the colors.
Oh my God.
So that your earning is more than taxes.
And to say Bhumi Pednekar. Oh my God. I genuinely was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Oh
Considering
my
आप इतना
God.
relationship tax
Likewise.
वैसे ही देने को तैयार हैं.
Exact. वो CA से बात करवा लूंगी.
Jaypur wale.
हम दोनों की बात कर लेना बहन.
Done. Okay.
But I think Kusha has something
Yes,
cooler.
I do.
Oh my God.
I mean, the Swiss beauty hamper for you, since you love to experiment with your looks.
I love it.
Like,
Oh my God, thank you guys so much. I don't know how to explain this to Meera, but I will. I will try my absolute best. So lovely to meet y'all. Thank you so much.
Have the bestest
blessed.
time.
Thank you so much for dropping
And
me.
I'm glad we connected.
I'm so
happy
I'm
to
the
have
winner
met
here.
you.
Really nice to meet you. Thank you so
can't
much.
stop looking at your hair and can't stop thinking about all the pickup lines that you used to do and all the risk that you have just risked
Blessed.
in this car.
Blessed to be around Kusha and Bebo era.
Thank
Shall
you.
see you guys later.
Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Have the best time. जा सिमरन अपनी सिमरन के साथ जी ले जिंदगी. मजा आ गया आज तो. भूमि, हम कहाँ जाएं? 2 सिंगल सोल.
I don't feel कि हमें ना ये ड्राइव खत्म करनी चाहिए यार कुशा.